In this week's POW, we're talking about elapsed time. We're trying to figure out which student practiced the longest for their talent show. We're looking at Darwin, who practiced from 5 to 7:45 p.m., Caleb, who practiced from 11:45 p.m. to 1 a.m., and Angie, who practiced from 10:53 a.m. to 1:36 p.m. Well, one way to calculate these numbers is to actually pick out a clock and to use the clock to help count the minutes and hours as we go. So let's do it that way. I'm going to pull up Web Paint and I'm going to pick a color and we're going to draw on our screen. So I'm going to keep track over here of our people, Darwin, Caleb, and Angie. So we're going to look at Darwin first, from 5 to 7:45. So what we do, or what I would do, is I would look how long does it take to get from 5 to 7 p.m., just the hours. That is a total of 2 hours. If I'm going to convert that to minutes, I know that every hour is 60 minutes. So if I do 2 times 60, I'm left with 120 minutes. That's just from 5 to 7 p.m. Now I'm going from 7 p.m. to 7:45. So basically, when my hand is on the 12 to when it's on the 9, I'm looking at this block of time right here on my clock. Every number on the clock corresponds to 5 minutes. So if I'm going from 12, which is 0, all the way to 9, I can simply do 5 times 9. And 5 times 9 is 45. So if I take the 120 minutes plus the 45 minutes, I am left with a total of 165 minutes of practice time for Darwin. So now let's erase Darwin's work. And we'll figure out for Caleb. Caleb's time crosses over the 12-hour mark, and so does Angie's. So these are going to be done a little bit differently. Again, I'm starting with the start time of 11:45. So when I'm starting with a time, I want to bring the time all the way up to the next hour and calculate how many minutes are from 11:45 to the hour. And again, if I count the increments in fives, 5, 10, 15, I know that my first block of time from 11 to noon is 15 minutes. Well, now I want to go from noon to 1 p.m. That's just 1 hour, and 1 hour is 60 minutes. So I can add 60 minutes to 15 minutes, and I will get my time of 75 minutes. And that is Caleb's time. So Caleb practiced for 75 minutes. Angie is our last student. She practiced from 10:53 to 1:36. So again, I will take the 10:53 time, which will be right here on my clock, and I will figure out what this block of time is. And since I have less than 2 blocks of 5, I'm going to count the little marks. So I'm going to count my little marks, and I have 7 minutes. So let's erase the clock. Now I am at 11 o'clock. I need to go to 1:36. Well, I have 1 hour. I have 2 hours. And I already know 1 hour is 60 minutes, so 2 hours is 120. So from 1 o'clock to 1:36, I need to count the minutes again. So I'm starting at the hour hand, and I'm going to 36. Well, if I'm counting by fives, That'll help me. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36. And I know that that is just 36 minutes from the clock. So now I have 7 plus 120 plus 36, and I am left with 163 minutes. So I basically calculated the 3 students' times for you. You have to determine which student practiced the longest. You then have to, that will be the answer for part A. Put that in a sentence, a complete sentence. Then you need to calculate how much time in total the students practiced. I gave it to you in minutes. You can give it to me in minutes or minutes and hours. Just remember, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. When you're done those 2 sentences, you're going to explain your steps, make sure you show your work, and then you're going to turn it in for Friday. Those 3 things, plus the correct answers, will give you 100% on this POW.